Mark, should we go ahead and get started?
Yeah, we can get started, Lori. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Lori Palayo with JMT. Just to let everyone know, this meeting is being recorded, and if you are not speaking, please mute your mics. So doing a roll call, introduce yourself and say your agency. Brandy Howard.
Good morning, Brandy Howard, Suncoast Safety Council. We're the Pinellas County DUI program.
Brenton Mosher.
Brenton Mosier, USF Cutter.
Valerie Brookins,
Forward Pinellas.
Cheryl Stack,
Good morning, City of St. Petersburg.
David Hegarty,
Morning, David Hegarty, Cedar St. Petersburg.
Mark Easty,
Mark Easty, Pinellas County Sheriff's Office and CTST Chair.
Henry Giles,
Good morning, Officer Henry Giles with Clearwater Police Department.
Richard Hartman,
Hi, Rick Hartman, City of Clearwater Planning.
Eric Henry,
Hey, good morning, everyone. Eric Henry with FDOT District 7 Traffic Safety.
Richard Intrante, Richard Intrante is on the call.
I'm here. I'm sorry. Good
It's
morning,
okay.
everybody. Rich Interante with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
Perfect, thank you. Jeffrey Estash,
Jeffrey Estock, St. Pete PD traffic section.
Jim Hartwell,
Good morning, Jim Hartwell with Element Engineering.
Mashid Ariste,
Good morning, Mashid Ariste, American Quality Consultants, FDOT Safety Ambassador.
Matthew Belmonte,
Hey guys, good morning. Matt Belmonte with Gresham Smith.
Officer Caldwell,
Good morning, Officer Caldwell, Pinellas Park Police.
Michael Akachukwu,
Good morning, Forward Pinellas.
Joan Rice,
Good morning, Joan Rice, Pinellas County Public Works. Good morning.
morning. John Ryman,
Good morning, John Ryan, Pinellas County Public Works.
Tim Roberts,
Good morning, Tim Roberts, Florida LEL Program.
Sheila Rainey,
Good morning, Sheila Rainey, Johns Hopkins All Children's Safe Kids Florida Suncoast.
Autumn Westerman,
She put it in the chat, Lori.
oh, okay, perfect. Is there anyone else on the call that I missed?
I'm a civilian that's on the call.
What is your name?
John Gilbert.
Perfect. Thank you. I think that is everyone. Mark, do you mind if Cheryl does her presentation a little earlier in the meeting?
Yeah, we could do it after the approval if you're ready, Cheryl.
That sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate the flexibility.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we'll go with the approval. I know Lori sent out the minutes from the last month's meeting, so just need somebody to approve it and someone to second it, please.
This is Matt. I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Matt. In a second.
This is Rick, I second the motion.
Thank you, Rick. All right, we'll move on to you, Cheryl.
Right, I'm gonna share my screen. I don't have a super formal like PowerPoint and presentation, but I wanted to run you through our general idea for an HSIP application. So we had the one for the buffered bike lane enhancements, and then ultimately that couldn't come to fruition due to some procurement requirements associated with the funding. So in looking for an alternative, we landed on a project that would enhance several of our crosswalks with rectangular rapid flashing beacons, which are eligible devices associated with the funding and the funding source. So the funding would go up to $35,000. So our strategy here would be to identify 5 different locations where there's an existing crosswalk that could be enhanced by adding a rectangular rapid flashing beacon. These are areas where we've received repeated requests over the years. We do have a demonstrated history of crashes at each of these locations, and they would be served very well by getting an RFP. And so on our request to FDOT, we asked them to provide the RFP assembly, and then the city's commitment to the project would be to provide the pole, the foundation, and do the installation. So we're simply asking FDOT to purchase the RFP product for us, and then we install it. So I think it will be a great partnership opportunity. So these are the 5 locations where we identified. Again, these are existing crosswalks that could use enhancements. There's 5 different locations, generally located in the central part of the city. So the first location on each of these maps illustrate the 5-year crash history at the location plus the proposed RFP location. So this one here is on 22nd Street South at 13th Avenue South. This actually leads to Melrose Elementary School, which has a pretty good student population that walks to school each day. Now, these crashes were not necessarily bicycle and pedestrian crashes, but they were crashes that were occurring at that location. So the idea here would be to enhance this existing crosswalk with the rectangular rapid flashing beacon. So this is what the crosswalk looks like at this point in time. And so again, the city would provide the pole, the sign, and then we've asked FDOT to provide the RFB assembly. This location is on 15th Avenue South at 19th Street, and this one leads to an elementary school as well, I think Melrose. We recently upgraded this location to add a reduced speed school zone to further enhance the safety, but it is served by a crossing guard during school hours, but it is just generally identified as a, I think we might have upgraded the signs, David could tell me, but we this one does have an existing pedestrian crosswalk. 15th Avenue South, most of these crashes are speed related. On 15th Avenue South is a very straight roadway with minimal traffic, so it does get excessive speeding by a lot. The next location is over on 30th Avenue North at 7th Street. And here's the crash history. This location, now this one does have a documented history. A couple of these crashes are bicycle and pedestrian related. So this would, again, enhance this existing crosswalk. There's a gym or something right over here. So, and this is a pretty high traffic bicycle corridor as well on 30th Avenue. This is what that crosswalk looks like at this point in time. We do have a supplemental project on 30th Avenue North that's likely to refresh the pavement markings. They were only put in paint, so we could upgrade those to thermoplastic as a part of this effort too. 30th Avenue North, this is at 38th Street. This is over in the vicinity of Gladden Park Recreation Center. Again, a history of crashes as noted. Existing crosswalk, again, adding an RFB. 30th Avenue, again, is a very busy roadway. Speeding challenges and a little difficult for people to get across the street. This last location is on Highland Street, kind of coming north out of our downtown. This is 7th Avenue North. So Highland Street is the extension of 8th Street, which is a one-way pair that goes through downtown. So 8th kind of turns into Highland. And this is part of the area that kind of merges traffic back onto ML King Street to go north into North St. Pete. There is an existing RFB at this location already. What we're looking for here is to put in an advanced RFB because the curvature of the roadway makes the visibility of the existing RFB a little bit difficult. So you can kind of see that illustrated here. We would add the advanced RFBs at the ahead signage and just to kind of warn people that, you know, they're coming up on an RFB or kind of around the corner. So those are the 5 different locations. Again, so I can answer any questions that anyone has about the project, the locations, or anything else.
I just wanted to add that the RFP application with City of St. Petersburg is a perfect example of where they have put in all the crash data, crash report, but it's a great partnership between the city and DOT. The RFP components are being purchased by DOT, and the signs and poles are going to be given by the city and the installation. So there are a lot of great opportunities in applying for HSIP funding. This is an example. This is a perfect example. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Do you need action from the committee at all to advance this with FDOT, Mashid?
No, but there was a requirement for the presentation, so we thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, thank you, Cheryl. We'll move on to enforcement then. Clearwater, you have anything from last month and anything coming up this month reference traffic? Officer Giles, is he still on? All right, we'll come back to him.
I am on, sir. Sorry, I was on mute.
No worries.
We've been really hitting really heavy on the HVE grants, hitting up the main thoroughfare, especially in US 19, getting a lot of high speeds out there. We've been getting pretty much a super speeder, just about every shift, it seems like. So that's pretty much as far as that. We're looking forward to the actual that's the ELE, I'm sorry, and the HVE grant we just got, so we're going to be doing that as far as the high visibility enforcement over the pedestrians, mainly the pedestrians in certain areas that we're getting pedestrians hit and bad accidents.
Alrighty, thank you. Pinellas Park.
Good morning again. So just to piggyback off Henry, we've been having a lot of injury crashes with pedestrians and also e-bikes. That seems to be a big topic nowadays. So we just finished our aggressive speed grant, and we're just about to start our pedestrian grant as well. So like Henry said, all of 19 super speeders seems to be the general topic, the same things kind of going around.
All right, perfect. Thank you. And St. Pete, PD?
Yes. So we're continuing our ELEE ops, and we had our monthly targeted op on Tuesday, 163 citations in one day, and over 60 of those were 15 or over speeding. City Council is meeting today for us to approve our HVE grant. We expect that to get approved, and we actually have 14% more funding this year than last year, so we'll be able to do a little bit more of those ops. We finished our motorcycle safety op, and we are just approved for an aggressive driving grant. So once we get that set up, we'll be starting additional aggressive driving operations, especially on Gandy, where we've had an increase in super speeders. And that's about all I have.
Perfect. Thank you. Good work. Anyone else that I didn't see before that's from law enforcement?
Hey, Mark. I just had a quick thing that is ELE related. ELE got a Tax Watch award from Florida Tax Watch that was awarded a couple weeks ago in Tallahassee. So I went up there with Mike Zinn and Peter Shue and Evis Duran from FDOT to accept that award. So it's great to see this program getting recognized by an independent agency, and hopefully that'll, help the other districts kind of pick it up and run with it too.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh. Is that because of the good work we did, or do you know what the reasoning behind it was?
So the reasoning is it's a net benefit to taxpayers, I guess. So I don't think anyone from Benish is here, but Rich Wilson from Benish did all these calculations, like the cost of crashes, the cost of higher back and everything, and all that factored into the cost of the ELE program, and it just sort of a net benefit for the money that is put into the program. Yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you for that. Tim Roberts, I'll let you go before I do my thing if you have anything from the LEL side.
We sent out the updated implied consent cards that were required to be changed for October 1. We do have the Creo version in electronic form now, and we're waiting for the printer to send us the actual hard copy so that we can get them out to the officers online.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, and for the agencies online, if you guys don't have it, either get with Tim or get with Vin Petty. He sent those out last week. We switched them out, our old implied consent forms, to conform to Trenton's law, which now makes it a second degree misdemeanor for a first time refusal. So if they refuse breath or urine for any DUI arrest, and then any second or subsequent, it's a first degree misdemeanor. Something that I know LEL's Vin Petty over at TSRP and the Florida Impaired Driving Coalition has been working on for a long time, probably well over a decade, to get this new law passed so that it makes it a crime now for their first time, as before it was just a 12-month license suspension. It was just an administrative suspension. So if you guys don't have it, you can reach out to them or me. I have the new forms as well.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
no problem.
Also, on Tuesday, we'll be interviewing for your new District 7 LEL. So hopefully the goal is to have your new person in block until the 27th. So until then, please reach out to me. I'll help you every way I can. I just don't want you to feel like you're being neglected because you don't have a dedicated LEL. I'm here in Claremont, so I can be over there within an hour. So thank you.
Yeah, I talked to Janice. If you guys needed help with the interviews, if it's on Tuesday, I think I can help you guys with that if need be.
Thank you. I'll call you offline. Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right. As far as Pinellas County and the sheriff's office, we're still working the ELEE, and patrol has been still doing their enforcement on US 19 during rush hours, so in the morning and the afternoon as well. Rich, do you know if we were awarded any grants, a little bit out of that realm? So I know we typically apply for HVE, DUI, and speed and aggressive driving. Were we awarded anything for this coming year?
Other than those three, no.
Okay.
We did get HVE, speed, and DUI again. They run concurrent every year, but nothing else outside of that.
Okay, perfect. So once those get signed off by the sheriff, Sergeant Mullins, who's in charge of our traffic unit, will start working on those as well. And the only thing for October, we're still going to be working ELE, and then again US 19 enforcement. But MAD's Mothers Against Drunk Driving Golf Like Mad tournament is Monday. There is one foursome left, so if anybody's interested, just Google Pinellas Golf Like Mad and you can register. That's all I have. Anything else for enforcement before I move on to engineering? All righty. I'll go ahead with engineering. City of St. Pete.
David Haggerty, St. Pete. I do have one bit of good news I can share, some positive results we've seen lately. Last year, we swapped out some emergency traffic signals that we have at our temporary fire station on 66th Street, just north of 30th Avenue. The signals were in flash at the fire station, flashing yellow, but they were very close, to a regular signalized intersection. And we were getting a lot of complaints from people that it was confusing. We were seeing a lot of red light running crashes at the intersection. Our operations crew has since switched those signals out to the Hawk style that's permitted at emergency signals. So they're dark now until activated. And we just recently did a 6-month after study, and we've had no red light running collisions, whereas in the year or two previous to that, we had 8. So some initial positive results, but we're going to keep monitoring that. That's about all I have.
Oh, perfect. That's good. That's good to see that's working then. Is it Clearwater? Are you guys on the line for engineering? All right. Eric, Henry, you have anything?
The only thing I can mention on the engineering side, if anybody is planning on driving around Tampa this upcoming weekend, there's going to be big closures at the downtown interchange. So the northbound 275 is going to be closed down all day Saturday. And there's only going to be one southbound lane until 5 a.m. Monday morning. So there's going to be detours. There should be lots of signage rerouting folks, but just something to be aware of if you're driving through that area. And then outside of that, just I guess on the ped bike thing, it is Pedestrian Safety Month. So just be aware of that with your outreach and communications. Let us know if you have anything going on that we can team up with. We will be out at the end of the month at Halloween on Central, down on Central Ave in St. Pete, doing their Halloween event there. I don't think I have anything else from my side though.
Eric, what are they doing there at what a lot of people call Malfunction Junction, the I-275 I-4 interchange there?
I can't remember what all it is exactly. I think they're making some modifications for capacity and safety.
Okay, yeah, because I know that backs up a lot throughout the day, not just rush hours, but it's that's the reason it's got the nickname Malfunction Junction over there.
Let's hope this one fixes it, right?
Yeah, let's hope. All right, thank you, John. You got anything?
I was in a hit and run yesterday with a golf cart. I'm okay. It destroyed my front wheel. I was doing DoorDash on the bicycle. Citrus Drive, it's kind of across from Innisbrook on 19. I called the sheriffs because I didn't have there was nothing else I could do. They destroyed my front wheel. I got a little bit of a bruise on me, but I mean, luckily, it was just, I've been dwelling on it all night. It really was disappointing. And another thing, I wanted to mention this to you people, that I was friends with the guy named Jeff that was a combat wounded veteran. He died. He escaped Aspire on Bryan Dairy. He might have been drinking, it's possible, and he died at 66th Street and 78th Avenue about maybe 3 months ago. I went to his memorial. He's a very nice man, and I just wanted to mention that as well. There's a lot of things I could tell you, but I don't want to waste time on here. So I appreciate being on here, and I really am grateful to have a contact with Gina. I did a 10-page report if anyone wants it on safety in Pinellas. I can email it to you.
All right, thank you, sir, and sorry you had to go through that, and sorry about your friend.
Yeah, it's okay. These things happen, so.
Okay. All right, anyone else from engineering?
Yeah, hey, John Riemann, Pinellas County Public Works. I'm sure we'll get to the fatality out there on Almerton 19, but as you know, Almerton has kind of been a focus area of mine from Cross Bayou to 34th Street, and US 19 is just outside of that, but we were also looking that way. So a pedestrian just got hit there. Unfortunate, but it just kind of solidifies that as a focus area for us. There's a lot going on. FDOT's doing some new lighting projects out there, and we're hitting it with the sheriff's office are hitting it with just safety devices and contacts to the pedestrian and bikes, letting them know of all the fatalities and how it's a hot spot at the moment. Move Safe Pinellas is going out on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. On Saturday, we're going up to a family fun fall festival provided by, let me pull up the flyer. The organization is Speak Up for Mental Health and partners with Juvenile Welfare Board. That's an event we've done before, very fun up there in Tarpon Springs, 10 to 1 p.m. at the Mount Moriah Church in Tarpon Springs, 722 South Distant Avenue, if you want to go. And then secondly, on Sunday, we're going to be out there in Leomin at the Leomin Farmers Market, just starting back up. So this will be the first one of the season. And again, we'll be out there giving out safety devices, interacting with the community, offering safety advice and guidance, as well as offering helmets to anyone who wants one if they're willing to get fitted. So that's what's going on our behalf that I have for you at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Anyone else from engineering before we move on? Okay. All right. Brendan, you got anything with Ped Bike?
I don't believe there's anything at this time. We did have a press conference at USF a couple weeks ago that Eric might talk about some more because he spoke at it. For AAA and their Safety on Small Wheels initiative was what they're calling it, which is basically e-scooters and stuff like that. This started a few months ago. A woman's son was killed near USF in February of 2025 while riding his scooter. And so she was on the USL Foundation board, so she's well connected. So she worked with Jason Jackman and AAA and FDOT to put this press conference together and to talk about that new initiative.
All right, thank you. All right, education. You guys have anything with school buses? All right, nothing. I will tell you, I know it might be on the problem sheet, but I reached out to Tarpon Springs PD, referenced the bus stop in their area on 19. They have been out there and issuing tickets, so they're going to continue to monitor that area for those stop arm violations. And the issue on, and I know I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, but Texas Avenue, we're still working with the school and our CPOs to figure out that problem over there with the schools and so forth. So they're working on it. So hopefully we'll get a solution here soon. All right. Anything else from anybody for committee reports before we move on? All righty, we will hit the problem locations since I kind of already talked about it a little bit. I'm just pulling it up here on mine. So the passing in the school bus, again, I just talked about it. We're going to continue that since school is still in. And then I know we're just waiting on this to be completed, the Starkey Road. Any update on that or no? All right. And then again, I know we're just waiting on some permitting, and once that gets done, it'll be done here soon. And the one thing I did notice, and I can't remember if I brought this up, the two roundabouts in Dunedin, they should be completed. I know I drove through there last weekend because it seemed like the construction was like stalled for a while, but it looks like that should be up and running, those two roundabouts on Skinner as you head towards Alt 19 there.
Yes,
and then
this
again,
is, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, no,
This is Kathy Gadamer, City of Dunedin. Sorry I'm late. If you
Oh, no
could
worries.
put me in the attendance, but I have a comment on the roundabouts. Yes, they are open. And the sidewalks, the 10-foot wide sidewalks are complete. I was at a committee meeting for work a couple days ago, and somebody asked me if you're allowed to drive golf carts on the very large sidewalks now. So I said no, because the city won't approve it. But just to let you be aware that it may happen.
Correct, yes.
So thank you.
All right, thank you. And then, like I said, we talked about the Texas Ave issue with the school there. We're in talks with the school and, the county to try to get this fixed. And I see your hand up, Mashid, and I saw your email. I didn't forget about you in regards to that area.
It's the bus stop at Thornton Avenue and Gulf to Bay. It's east of 19, and I drove the road. So City of Clearwater brought forward a complaint from citizens that people are not stopping for school buses. And I drove the road, and there are signs that says, school crossing signs, but some white signs that says, bus stop, school bus stop ahead. I did send it to DOT too for further maybe signing, but traffic operations. But I was wondering if you could help. Thank you.
Yeah, Officer Giles, are you familiar with that area? Because that's, I believe, your area.
Yes, sir. Is actually Sergeant Sergeant Nager Smith. He's been kind of working on doing something. We're really really the easy fix, we didn't even really, I wasn't even thinking about the signs, but one of the easy fixes is that we're trying to get the bus to actually just kind of pull onto Thornton's there. But they're refusing, saying that the bus can't make turns, or like there's an open field there. So it's in the works because it is a problem. I think at one time we did a little detail out there. We ended up stopping like 10 cars at once. And it's mainly, obviously, it's mainly the people who are heading westbound because the bus is coming east and stopping on the east side. And it's just so much road there. There's 6 lanes of traffic. So it's really hard for that, people really seeing the bus, I guess. And that's what we're trying to get them to actually, there's no reason why they can't just drive through that. There's a apartment complex there that if they just turn down that road or come into the apartment complex, they could be right back out. But I guess it's a convenience thing for the bus driver, it seems like, at this point. So we are still working on that.
I brought it up in the STEPS meeting, the school transportation safety meeting, and Stephanie Carrier told me there are like 6 stops there, 3 or 4 in the morning and 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So you're right. There are a lot of stops and a lot of people that are not stopping.
Is this the location?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's the location. See how Thornton's is a private road. It kind of goes back and behind that goes south down behind it. This is an apartment complex to the east there. And we're just trying to see if they can even just pull off the roadway there, or like this was saying earlier, maybe putting some signage that shows, hey, there's a bus stop here or up ahead, so people are starting to prepare to stop, or at least start looking for the big yellow school bus.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do and try to get that area remedied.
Okay. And Autumn did write in the chat that because of those private roads, they're not allowed to go down them.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
Why is that?
They're private roads.
Liability. It's liability. Yeah, I know, like, because we had these issues, with trying to pull off in business parking lots. They don't want us. It's not that they don't want us there, but it boils down to liability. So, all right, that makes sense. Well, yeah, we'll figure out what we can do.
And also, the buses can't back up. They have to be able to turn around.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure a solution for that.
Thank you, Mark, for letting me talk about it.
Yep. Richard, you got your hand up? Richard Hartman, did you have anything? You got your hand up there.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so first of all, in that location, it might be good if Masheed, I'm making a note here too, could pass it along to the State Road 60 study group at FDOT, just to, in case, we can do something more substantial as part of the overall corridor plan, although that's years down the road. And I also, on the hot spots, I thought there had been discussion about the U-turn St. Petersburg on 4th Avenue South, the illegal U-turns by the church onto the interstate spur. What is that? 175?
Yeah, 175.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was going to be added to the problem spots as part of the list.
I mean, we can add it. I know St. Pete has been working it because they spoke about it at the last meeting, but we can add it if need be.
Okay, yeah, I've seen, it looks like there's been some increased enforcement at that location, but no physical channeling or blocking of any sort yet, so, and then just since I'm online now, in general, I posted, we have the active transportation plan survey open. I posted that in the chat. And I also wanted to say, I thought it was really good. Mike Zink and FDOT did a road safety audit presentation for law enforcement that was kind of a follow-up to the safety summit FDOT, and that was well attended. I thought FDOT did a great job, letting law enforcement that they're the ones on the line and they recognize what the problems are long before us planners and engineers find out about them. So I just wanted to give a big thumbs up to FDOT and law enforcement for that presentation.
Yeah, I've been to one years ago, and it's been a while since we had one, so it was good that FDOT brought that up, and we had some attendance there from our law enforcement folks so that they understand what RSAs are and how they work.
Yeah, and I also want to thank Dan Nagersmith for allowing me to attend. So.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. All right. HSIP, go ahead, Mashid. You got anything? I know Cheryl gave her presentation. Do you have anything more to add to HSIP?
Good morning again. No, other than the fact that we are reviewing applications from Pinellas County for RFPs and LED stop signs, Town of Bel Air speed feedback signs, City of St. Pete with the RFPs and presentation and some other applications. So if I can help in any way, that'd be great. And we'll have more presentations as the applications get further.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, we will go ahead and hit our fatal map here. So as of the 26th, when this was sent to me, there have been 58 crashes with a total of 62 fatalities, but that number is, I think, up by 2 or 3 since the 26th. I know we've had some fatals, unfortunately. But again, we're still doing a lot better than last year. At that point last year, September 26th of 2024, there had been 72 crashes with 77 fatals. So, we're doing a lot better than last year, and I hope to keep it up. Does anybody have any questions on the fatal map? All righty. Next, we'll move into open forum. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to bring up? Lori, do we have another in-person meeting before the end of the year?
I believe it's not till January.
January, okay. Yeah, I'll try to figure out for our in-person presentation a guest speaker. I'm going to try to get Anna Polina Luna to see if she can come. I know I had Bernie Jakes come in. He's a state representative to come talk to us. So I'll see what I can do on that end of it.
December 4th, actually. Sorry. It's going to be December 4th. Yeah,
Ooh.
in person.
All right, that's going to be tough. So I'm teaching that week. I'll have to figure out something. Danita, you got your hand raised?
Yes, hi. It's been a minute since I've attended a meeting, but it's good to be back.
Yes,
the reason the reason why I'm asking for some information from you, and I hope you can help me out. I have new technology here in the Traffic Management Center. It's IVA technology, which is intersection video analytics. And so with this software, we can do near misses, we can do red light running, we can do jaywalking, and we have it about close to almost 87 intersections, or we'll have it at about 87 intersections, which if you would love, I would love to do a presentation so you guys can see this type of technology. But what I need from you all is contact persons for directed patrols, because we can actually be very granular and we can say things like between the hours of 8 and 10, there are 20 red light runners and they're all over 20 miles above the posted speed limit. I mean, we can get that granular now. And we would like to have the law enforcement department share that with us. And we'd like to give that data to them so they can have that information. And so if you could just, I'll put my email in the chat. And if you could just email me some contact information, I would really appreciate it. And Mark, if you need me to present, I would love to share that technology with you. We're actually have 4 vendors that we're actually working with right now. So we're looking at 4 different types of this IVA technology, and we're getting a lot of good data. And I think everyone could appreciate maybe some data in some situations, just talking about even just finding about these types of information about near misses and wrong way drivers and things like that. Those analytics capture all that. And it's real time. So there's a digital twin. So it's actually real time counts, real time analytics. And so we're not waiting like days or anything for that information any longer. So it's really good technology. So thank you. And if anyone could reach out to me, I would appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Danita. Yeah, once you guys, narrow down which vendor you're going to go with and you get it up, yeah, we're more than happy to have you do a presentation on it. I also threw into the chat Sergeant John Mullins. He's our traffic sergeant, and his email. Just email him, and he's really good. He'll be more than happy to jump on and provide whatever you may need from him.
Thank you.
Henry.
Yeah, LT, I was wondering if you knew, so we're having a crash problem at North Belcher Road and it's Sunnydale. Because it's mainly for traffic coming southbound on Belcher from Sunset Point, that corner. For whatever reason, we've had two recent fatal crashes involving motorcycles. It seems like it seems like they're not seeing the motorcycles, and it's not speed related at all. Just not seeing the motorcycles, and people are trying to cut to make that left turn to go northbound on Belcher. We're looking, is it possible to maybe get some like a signage there that just says, hey, no left turns, right turn only here, because of the way that the road is designed there coming off of that curve, because it curves around there, that big bend. Yeah. I know that at the FDOT meeting, I was talking with Sarah and also George. He was there too, and he was like, "Yeah, that would be, a situation where you would want to maybe either block that intersection off, like nobody can cut across, or maybe getting some signage up there, at least in the meantime, to see if that cuts down on the crashes there. I mean, we had one pretty much right at the end of last year. And then we had just one just recently too, where the gentleman got hit. Again, people coming out from Sunnydale and just not seeing the motorcycle, and boom, hits right in and on the side of the vehicles.
John, do you know if that's county or city that deals with signage and stuff there?
I'd have to dig into that exactly, but I can and get back to you.
All right, sounds good. All right, yeah, we'll look into it, Henry, and see what we can do to make it get either some signage up or try to fix that problem there.
Yeah,
Yes,
John, let me know, and I could get Anna and engineering involved.
Sounds good. Henry, can you send me, or I'll reach out to you afterward. Sounds good.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right. Does anybody else have anything? All right. If not, we will see you guys virtually November 6th. Stay safe and have a good and happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Henry,
everyone.
would you
Take
stay
care.
on for a second?
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.